Hello Internet, it's me Josh, the Aging Gamer. So, as of the time of this recording, within just a couple of days, one of the most important elections in US history is about to go down. We're either going to get a president that a lot of people hate, or a president that a lot of people will hate. It's pretty ridiculous how divided the country is right now. I've never seen so much hate between people just based off of who they're voting for. It's ridiculous. It's like the old console war days. Now, I'm not here to endorse any candidate. We don't do that here. In fact, I don't think you should listen to anyone on any platform. Do your own research. Fact check everything. And when you vote for the policies, not the personalities. And you know, I kind of miss the times where politics were a little bit more boring and people weren't at each other's throat depending on who they're going to vote for. It's times like this where if you were to ask a random person on the street, you know, hey, are you a bad enough person to rescue the president from ninjas? There's a good chance that they wouldn't be, and that they would actually be happy that the president was captured in the first place. Now, you might be thinking, what the hell am I talking about? This was just one long way for me to talk about the game Bad Dudes!
Oh man, Bad Dudes. Created by Data East and released in arcades in 1988, Bad Dudes, or technically Bad Dudes vs. Dragon Ninja, was a smash hit. It was in the top 5 highest grossing games of that year, so of course the game would start seeing some ports to various hardwares.
And me being the big Nintendo Entertainment System fan that I am, that's the version that I want to take a look at. So let's get patriotic and let's defend America's honor by rescuing the president from ninjas. So, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, this is Bad Dudes.
So look at that box art. How badass! Very 80s, very radical. Let's start this game. So there's 1 or 2 player mode. Unfortunately, the 2-player mode is that worthless take turns kind of 2-player mode rather than a legit co-op brawler. We next get to pick which bad dudes we want to pick, either Blade or Striker. Both play and look the same, so it doesn't really matter. I'll pick Blade! We then get a message from Duke Nukem.
The president has been kidnapped by ninjas. Are you a bad enough dude to rescue the president?
I love it. Such a ridiculous story. Just a straight to the point, just ridiculousness. And that line, are you a bad enough dude to rescue the president from ninjas? It's so iconic. It's reached that level of it's a secret to everyone. But our princess is in another castle. A winner is you. I am Error. Congratulations. And I fell asleep! So, the president has been kidnapped by ninjas, but which president?
In the arcade version, it's President Ronnie, which at the time of the game's release, Ronald Reagan was president, so that makes sense. For the NES version though, well, at the time, Nintendo had strict rules about political figures being in video games, so the president in the NES version is just known as the President. He kinda resembles the at-the-moment in real-life president, George Bush Sr., but you know, he kinda looks like our current president, President Joe Biden.
So at the time of this recording, President Biden is still president for a few more days, so we'll go ahead and we'll throw him on in there. And what happened to him again? Oh yeah, he was kidnapped by a bunch of ninjas led by the evil Dragon Ninja.
Help me, bad dudes. Dragon Ninja got me. They're taking me away. Save me. Help, help, help.
Dragon Ninja, what's your damage? Well, don't worry, Joe. Your Secret Service couldn't save you, but you got one bad dude right here that's gonna save the day. Let's go!
Alright, so here we are. A bad dude in the city of Casalala? Anyway, the controls here are simple. A to attack and B to jump. If you press up while punching, you can do some wicked fist pumping. Yeah! Holding up or down while jumping will allow you to jump to either the higher or lower part of the stage. Now on to some bodacious secret attacks. Jumping and pressing A and B at the same time will cause our duder to do a gnarly spin kick. Now a really cool move is when you hold down the A button for several seconds, you'll see our bad dude power up. Oh shit, you can continue to walk around too. Release the A button to perform the Flaming Punch. Righteous. Now that we got all that out of the way, let's kick some ass. As we go through this level, there's a bunch of ninjas. There's blue ninjas that are pretty basic, white ninjas that will always throw shit at you like shurikens or spikes on the ground. There's sleeveless blue ninjas that attack with swords, they're kind of a pain too. There's also lady ninjas, nice. But the one ninja type you really want to keep your eyes out for are the red ones. They will always leave an item behind. It can be a clock that will add more time to the timer, or maybe it'll be more health in the form of a soda. And since this game is very 80s, maybe we could assume the soda is something like a Mellow Yellow, or Slice, Bubble Up, Jolt Cola, or maybe a 7-Up Gold. Other items the red ninjas drop are powerful weapons. You can get a bitchin' knife or some tubular nunchucks. If you get killed while holding a weapon, you lose it, so be careful. It's actually really easy to get overwhelmed with enemies and die quickly.
So before I even continue, I'm going to use a little cheat code here and get some extra lives. You regularly start with 3 lives, and for every stage you beat, you get another one. But with this cheat code, it'll give me a bunch of extra lives. And for anyone out there thinking, oh, that's not how the game should be played, you're not a real gamer. Whatever, I play plenty of difficult games from beginning to end. If I want to take it easy once in a while, I will.
So to enter this code, you need 2 controllers, or just unplug the first controller and put it in the second socket. But on controller 2, at the title screen, press BA, down, up, and then on controller 1, hit the start button. Now you'll have 60 frickin' 3 lives, more than enough to easily get through the game. And while playing, it's kinda like Contra, where when you die, you'll lose a life, but you come back in the exact same spot. So getting overwhelmed and killed by ninjas isn't as frustrating. And all the levels are just that, fighting off ninjas. Personally, I like to spin kick my way to the end of a level. And once we reach the end here, we get to our first boss, Karnov, who is actually the main character of another Data East NES game called Karnov. What's he doing here? No clue, but he's about to get his face kicked in. This is actually a pretty simple fight. Just get above him and don't let him jump up to you. It's really that easy.
I'm bad.
I just kicked Karnov's ass. Yeah! Who's bad?
I'm bad.
Who's bad?
I'm bad. Who's bad? I'm bad.
The second level is the Big Rig. Lots of ninjas appear. I can't spin kick my way out of this one though. It's a very slow scrolling stage. Make sure not to fall off the truck either. Oh shit! Eventually the big green dude truck will stop, and now it's time for another boss battle. This time against freaking Vega. Or actually this boss is called Iron Claw, probably because of his high jumping skills. Whatever he's named though, he's no match for me. I used the same trick I used to defeat Karnov, and it works! It freaking worked twice in a row! The Dragon Ninja Super Warriors are no match for me. The third level has us going into a sewer, because why the hell not? Old games loved having us fight in sewers for some reason. And here, it's more the same stuff, until we reach the boss of this stage, a green ninja that multiplies. Beat up his doppelgangers, then attack the real deal several times to win. Booyah! The fourth level is a forest stage and we'll fight ninjas and the occasional dogs. The boss here is this big motherfucker named Animal. He's super powerful, but not too hard to defeat. My strategy is I spin kick when he gets close, which will typically cause him to do a drop kick. Just go to the end of the screen to avoid it. You can get him to pretty much stay in the center of the stage. As long as you spin kick, keep your distance, and attack when there's an opening, he shouldn't give you any serious trouble. Our next stage is on a train and is very similar to the Big Rig level, except for this one's a little bit longer. Our Super Warrior fight here is against this guy. He's actually pretty good at dealing damage. I don't really have a strategy other than I just bum rush him until he's dead. We're almost to the end as we enter the 6th stage, the cave. Lots and lots of bad guys here. Also, we got falling spikes and some bamboo traps to avoid. The boss here is this guy, rightfully called Demon Pole. I try using the Karnov trick and it kinda works, but he still gets a lot of good shots on me. We eventually get him though. Now we're on the last stage, the factory. This level doesn't have us doing anything too different from the last few levels, except for the fact that we have a boss rush against all of Dragon Ninja's Super Warriors. We start off with a rematch with Karnov, but he's blue for some reason. Maybe he's a zombie. Either way, all the old strategies apply here. And luckily the bosses are slightly weaker than before. After we defeat Karnov, Animal returns. We defeat him and we go on an elevator. We get another fight with Iron Claw, then Green Ninja, then Red Shadow, and last but not least, Demon Pole. Once they're all defeated, we find him. There he is. That's Dragon Ninja.
You bitch, it's time to kick your goddamn ass!
Dragon Ninja stays safe with the helicopter and he'll throw fireballs at you. The fight with Dragon Ninja is rather a letdown in my opinion. I just bum rush him with a flurry of attacks and he dies rather quickly. Fire Punch! Ha ha ha! We did it! Murder for the win!
Hey dudes, thanks for rescuing me. Let's go for a burger. Ha, 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 ha.
Burgers? Burgers? What the hell is that? I went through hell to save the president and that's the thanks I get? Oh hell no!
Well, regardless of that ending, that's Bad Dudes for the NES. So, how is it?
So this game has its ups and downs. When it comes to the game mechanics itself, it's nothing special. Punch and kick and watch out for bad guys. The visuals are very choppy, and in turn the gameplay feels choppy. And our bad dudes, despite having some cool attacks, feel so damn slow. With that said, I still find the game fun. The boss fights can give you some trouble here and there, but to me the real difficulty comes from just fighting the constant onslaught of ninja grunts that lead up to the boss fight. They'll really wear you down. You can fight them head on, or you can try to go to the upper or lower parts of the stage to avoid them. I spin kick my way to the end of a lot of levels, but if you don't have the spare extra lives, you'll have to be more strategic. It can get tough, but with some quick instincts and lots of patience, it can be done. And yes, to be fair, today I played the game with the extra lives code. I think 63 lives is a bit too generous, but I like how I can kind of turn my brain off and mindlessly kick butt. You'll have to try really hard to lose all 63 lives. And when I play without the code, you know, playing the game the way it's supposed to be played, I still enjoy it. With all this said though, I can admit that this game isn't very good. Like I said, the visuals are choppy and the gameplay isn't anything special. In fact, it's not a game I think you should go out of your way to play. But if you're someone like myself who can find joy in cheesy games like this, give it a shot. A loose NES cart shouldn't cost you more than $10. Are you a bad enough dude to play this game?
But those are just my opinions. What do you guys think? What do you think of Bad Dudes for the NES? You love it? You hate it? Prefer the arcade version? Let me know in the comments below. If you like this video, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. I hope you guys have a great day. Remember to vote, it's important, and I'll see you all in the next one. Take care!